All right, this problem is under multiplying radical expressions. And we have two expressions here that are being multiplied, and they do contain radicals. So these are two radical expressions. And I'm going to look at these as a binomial times a binomial. And when we have a binomial times a binomial, we're going to do what's called foiling. So we're going to find the product of the first two, add the product of the outer two, add the product of the inner two, and then add the product of the last two. Now, when I go to FOIL these, I am not going to multiply in my head. I'm going to simply write them out first. So I'm not going to do the calculation first. I'm just going to put them together. Let's see it. FOILing, first two, 9 square root of 5 times square root of 5. 9 square root of 5 times square root of 5. And I'm not calculating because I don't want to make any mistakes. Let's look at the outer two. 9 square root of 5 times 6 square root of 3 plus 9 square root of 5 times 6 square root of 3. Okay, plus the product of the inner two. Here's the inner two right here. Now notice this term is going to be a negative 4 square root of 3. Okay, that negative sticks to the 4 square root of 3. So we have negative 4 square root of 3 times square root of 5 plus the last two, which is negative 4 square root of 3 times 6 square root of 3. Negative 4 square root of 3 times 6 square root of 3. Okay, so I just put together my first two, my outer two, my inner two, and my last two. All right, now let's go ahead and let's multiply and put them together. So looking at these first two right here, 9 square root of 5 times square root of 5. Okay, so that's 9. And then what's the square root of 5 times square root of 5? Square root of 5 times square root of 5! Yep, that's right. Drill Sergeant Palumbo came to show me that that is 5. Plus, I have 9 square root of 5 times 6 square root of 3. Okay, so the 9 times 6 is 54. And then the square root of 5 times square root of 3 is square root of 15. All right, now this is going to be plus a negative, right? Because a negative times a positive is a negative. So I'm just going to call this a minus. 4 square root of 3 times square root of 5 is 4 square root of 15. All right, plus another negative, right? Plus a negative times a positive is a negative, so I'm going to call this minus. And now I have 4 times 6 is 24. And then I have square root of 3 times square root of 3. Square root of 3 times square root of 3. That's right. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 is just 3. Okay, looking at my first term. 9 times 5, 45. All right, these middle two terms are like terms. They will combine. I have 54 square roots of 15 minus 4 square roots of 15. Yep, that is plus 50 square roots of 15. And then the last term, 24 times 3. =72, plus 72. I'm sorry, not plus, minus 72. There we go. See, that's a minus right there. All right, and now I notice that I have like terms here. I have 45 minus 72. Those will go together. 45 minus 72 is a negative 27. I don't have any equal sign, so I don't have to try to move them to either side. I just combine them. So that's going to be negative 27 plus 50 square root of 15. Okay, now these two are not like terms, so I can't put them together. So I'll leave them like that. And then the other thing I want to look for, I always want to look in the radical and see if I can reduce this. Do I know any perfect squares that go into 15? Right? Like like 4 or 9 or 25. No. So I am done. This is my answer.